Hello, it's Barbara Jean, the Stampin' Queen. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be able to bring you this. It's an instruction video, and well, let me kind of start at the beginning. I started making greeting cards years and years ago, and I found cardstock at Joann's or Michael's or anywhere I was going. And then trying to find pattern paper that blended in with the color cardstock I got, or ribbon or ink or any of those kinds of things that should have been easy to find to go together. It was really difficult for me to find things that matched. And then I found Stampin' Up. I have been sold on Stampin' Up since then because the colors match. If you let me just show you what I'm talking about. So this is Strawberry Slush cardstock, and this is Strawberry Slush ink. And look, you can always tell if something is going to go together because of the name. And so all of the designer series paper, I'll show you this as well, because this made so much sense to me when I first realized this. So the designer series paper that we've been working with for the past few days, Florals in Bloom, it tells how big it is, and then it tells you what colors are going to go with that designer series paper. So if I'm going to try and find cardstock or ink that's going to go with this, I'm going to look in this description right here for the colors, and I know that every one of them is going to match, and I am not going to feel like I have wasted my time or wasted my supplies. That's why I love Stampin' Up so much. Stampin' Up has got some of the best cardstock I've ever used. This is nice and smooth. It doesn't have dimples. It doesn't have miscolored places, and it's square. So by square, what I mean is that these corners are at 90 degrees. Well, yes, that is important. You might ask why. Well, I'm going to show you. For years I was frustrated when I would make cards because I'll show you what would happen. Sometimes the paper is not square. Sometimes other brands of paper are not square, and I'm not going to mention any. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to show you what might happen. So if I line this up with the cut line right here, and if I move this over just a little tiny bit, I'm going to cut this. And now this isn't a 90-degree angle. And I found paper all the time. It looked like it was square, but then it wasn't. So now I'm going to show you what could happen. We use the edge to lay it up against this fence right here to make sure that things can stay straight while they're cut. Well, this is the side that I cut that little piece off of. So what if we do this and lay it over here? I want to cut this piece in half, and I want this piece to show you because this is the side that I took off a little bit. So I'm going to measure this at 5.5, and 5.5 by 4.25 is a standard A2 card. So you can cut your cardstock in half this way or in half this way, and it's still going to give you the same size card, which is 5.5 by 4.25. So now I cut this in half according to this side. Now I'm going to put it in and score it. I'm going to score it at 4.25, and a couple of times. Now this is where the issue comes in. So when I fold my cardstock, I always fold it so that I can see the bump up, and I'm going to fold it so the bump is on the inside of the card. And I'm just going to lay this over on the fold, on the score. Now I'm going to show you. Look how much this is off right here. So just that tiny little piece that I took off on the edge, this is all I took off of the edge of that piece of paper to simulate the paper not being square or a 90 degree at the corner. And this is what I get. This is what always frustrated me. I would be so careful to make sure that I would put it in the trimmer just right and really be careful and make sure I measured right. And then it would do this. And I would be so frustrated because that's not why I wanted to start making cards. So that's why it's important that you find a good quality paper. Stampin' Up! Is it. Just let me say, Stampin' Up! Is the best paper, the best cardstock, the best of everything. Okay, but it's my video, so I can say that. You might find others that you like just as well. And if you do, that's great. But I'm thinking that you're going to have to be very, very careful to make sure that your paper is square, which means you might lose some of the width or length. But anyway, I'm just showing you this, and this is why I love Stampin' Up! Let me start that sentence over. I would love it if you didn't have a demonstrator. If you would allow me to be your demonstrator, I'll leave information in the description below this video. This is Strawberry Slush. It's a new in color. It's not yet available. It will be on May 6th. And as soon as it's available, and all the videos that I've done recently for the new in colors and the new supplies, I'll put a description so that and links so that you can go right to what you like. Barbara Jean, the Stamping Queen, if you would like your own catalog, and I'd love to send you one, you can email me at barbarajean.thestampingqueen@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to mail you one. So until the next video, bye-bye for now.